Assalamu alaikum, ana ismi Adnan. Today what we're going to be doing is looking at the country Kuwait. So, for those of you who may not know, Kuwait is located right above Saudi Arabia and beneath Iraq, with the capital city of Kuwait being Kuwait City. So, jumping right into the food, there are three main national dishes in Kuwait. There is mashbous, haris, and mutabak samak. Masbous, being the first one, consists of rice cooked in spicy meat broth with various meats, including mutton, chicken, or fish, and is usually served with dakus, a spicy tomato sauce including chili, garlic, and tomatoes. The second dish is haris, and there's something similar in India called halim, but basically what haris is a thick soup made from wheat mashed together with meat and then topped with cinnamon and sugar, and it's usually served in the wintertime. The third one is mutabak samak, and this is seen actually in other Arab cultures or countries. However, in Kuwait is produced or made differently with zabaida. And zabaida is the national fish of Kuwait. The fish is coated with flour and then fired, then served over the rice and fish stock and garnished with herbs, raisin, and nuts. And if you're Arab, you gotta love tea. In Kuwait, they drink many types of tea, but one that is traditionally served is cinnamon tea. This tea is typically served with breakfast or at gatherings, and the tea is created by boiling water with cinnamon sticks and sugar, then served with nuts or dates. Now, the terrain. The terrain of Kuwait consists mainly of flat and rolling desert land. The land does vary, however, as the maximum elevations are reached at its western and southwestern corners. Its lowest points are near sea level as it gradually increases to elevations to 198 meters in the northwest and nearly 305 meters at the westernmost edge. And as you know, if you're in the desert, you gotta have clothing, right? So, the people of Kuwait typically dress in traditional clothing. Men wear a long white thobe with the center opening on their heads, and they wear a keffiyeh with a gutra and agal, which is basically this red scarf on their head with the black rope holding it in place. Women, the traditional dress is a full abaya covering all their clothing and body, as you can see on the right. And their hair is also covered with a hijab, and additionally some women wear a niqab which covers their face. The only thing you would be able to see is sometimes just their eyes or not even their eyes at all. And on special occasions, some women wear colorful jalabiyas, I think that's how it's pronounced, on like special occasions such as Eid. Now, if you ever go to Kuwait or any other Middle Eastern country, you need to know some terms. So, one that will be really helpful is asking for help, right? Help me. So the way to say help me is sa'adni, right? Next is how are you? And I know we already learned by saying kayf al-hal, but in Kuwait they say kayfa halik. And since you're on the rush, you're traveling probably to the Middle East, you're always on the run, and you don't have time, a way to tell someone you don't have time today is ana mako waqt al-yawm. So, last is a little bit about myself, why I'm taking this class, why I'm taking Arabic. Basically, I'm in my last graduating quarter. I'm leaving, I'm gone after this. And I'm glad that I'm actually taking Arabic my last quarter. Currently, I'm majoring in business econ, and I'm planning to go to law school right after. And the reason why I would like to learn Arabic is because, inshallah, one day I hope to be able to move to Medina. And I want to speak the language that was spoken by my Prophet. So while researching Kuwait, I read many interesting things, and my concept of Kuwait really changed. Based on no information, I believe that Kuwait was a weak country with not much going on there, but contrary to my belief, Kuwait is actually a wealthy petroleum-based economy, being one of the richest in the world. And when I travel there, or plan to travel, one of the foods that I have to try there is mutabak samak, because it's served differently, like I said before, with the fish, and one way to my heart is basically food. So, thank you so much, and ma salama.